crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs, and thank you so much for stopping by today. We are going to be working on this month's Sheetload of Cards. This is the July 2025 sketch, and this is from Call Me Crafty Al's channel. And every month Alicia comes up with a new sketch, and it's pretty awesome, especially if you need a lot of cards in a short amount of time. This particular sketch yields 12 cards, but it does give the instructions if you just want to make just one. And this is a great jumping off point. She gives you the sketch and then you can kind of go from there. It gives you the cutting instructions and exactly how many pieces of paper you will need. In this case, this one calls for 2 sheets of 12 by 12 pattern papers. And speaking of that jumping off point, I actually wanted to use, I had the 6 by 8 paper pad. This is the Arden Creative Studio Vintage Makers Essentials paper pad, designed by Katie Partee Designs. So I really wanted to use this. So what I did was I went through, this is a great little paper pad. It's got a lot of vintagey floral, butterfly, script, all that kind of stuff. So I went through and I used 6 pages out of here, and these were all the scraps I was left with. So I was pleasantly surprised that using the 6 by 8 would work so well. Let's see what else. I'm also using, this is the Kiss Cut. As you can see, I use quite a bit of them. These are the PET Essentials, and they just peel off like stickers. So we're going to use that, and then I have some of the ephemera pieces up here. These are Vellum Ephemera, and they are very thick vellum, so when you put glue behind them, they actually does not show the glue through, which is exceedingly awesome. Alright, I thought we could I put the other ones together already, but I thought I could show you how to put one of them together on camera. So I have my little pack here. So here's my papers, and I've cut everything. This is a card base. It's just an A2 card base. This is from Spellbinders, and it's the cream cardstock. I used my Spellbinders trimmer and scorer to put the score line there, and we just need to fold that and burnish that. And I like either using the trimmer, there's a ledge there, or right here on the score buddy, because it gives it's a very easy way to make sure everything is lined up and good to go. And my bone folder has walked away. There we go, sorry. Alright, so that's good to go. Okay. So I wanted to vintage up the pieces, and what I did was just my scrap piece of paper. I have Distress ink. This is the Vintage Photo, and I just put a little ink around the edge just to kind of take away that starkness of the cream. So it just gives a little vintagey distressing look. And then the same with the panel. Okay. So that gives a nice little effect. And then I wanted to also, on the edge of this, Okay, so we have all these pieces. Now, what we want to do is glue this on here. Okay, and then I'm going to use my tape runner. Put that on this. And then I'm going to put this on this. All right, so now let me show you a little bit of the trick that I figured out while I was working on these. So you have these 4 little pieces and you need to glue them on the edges like this. And in between here is a 1/2 inch. So there's a couple ways you can do this. One is that if you print this out to scale, this will actually match. So you could use this as a guide and just glue these here and then on the other side. The one thing that I figured out while I was going on this, my mat actually has an A2 landscape demarcation on it. So I lined it up on here and then use my magnet to hold that down. And then I have this low tack craft tape, and the line here, which is at the 4 1/4, I would line up the craft tape on that side and that side, and this is a 1/2 inch tape. So I just put that across, and then we can put these on. And I think if I was trying to do this more quickly, I almost would maybe, hi kitty, my kitty saying hello. I almost might do a whole strip across. I know that seems kind of, hello, yes, seems kind of wasteful, but since this sketch is for 12 cards, doing this multiple times for 12 cards can get a little tedious, and if you don't mind, then that's also fine too. But so that would maybe be something that if you're trying to make these in a rush and you don't want to fiddle with all these little pieces, that might be a good way to do it. And you just line that up with the edge. The glue gives you a little wiggle time, which is good. And once those are all adhered and good to go, then you can take tape off. So then you have a thing that looks like this, and then you can either glue, or I'm going to use my tape runner. And then you just center this up as best as you can. Alright, so we have that part all done. Look how pretty that looks. So now the fun part, we get to decorate. Let's see. I like that. There's lots of things that we can do. That's actually kind of cute. Alright, I think I'll put the leaf down. And like I said, you're not going to believe that you can't see the glue through here. It's pretty crazy. Alright, let's see. A lot of options on this tape. Kind of like this green heart. Maybe, we'll have to see. Or, we'll set this to the side. We might be able to do one of these butterflies. Ooh, I like this one. We can do that. Okay. Just trying to see if there's a place for this because this is so cute. I think I'll save it and put it on the inside. I'll just stick it back on here. And this this line, the Vintage Makers Essentials, it also comes with, look at this. This is PET tape also, but it's like a film strip. So that could add a lot of cool elements to your design. And we were using, it's actually a whole bunch of stuff. You can get a die of that, there's a stamp, but we were using the Vellum Ephemera Pack. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Alright. So here is our beautiful card. And let me show you the other ones. I will put a link over to Call Me Crafty Owl's page so you can find out how to download the sketch for yourself. You can get the link for that. And I will also put, at the end, I'll put a link to my Sheetload of Cards playlist so you can get, there's all different kinds of sketches. I've done it for Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, thank yous, a lot of stuff in between. So, alright, so here is the one that we made today. And then here are the ones I had made previously. I love that Lily of the Valley there. Gonna pop up the butterfly. And these were so fun because you could just make them collage-y. Right? Like kind of plain but a statement. This is one of the stickers. And that's one of the stickers also. A little nature scene. A collage with that big vellum sentiment. This one I love. I love this. This is a sticker. These are all, actually this is the vellum piece, but these two are stickers. And the vellum stickers. I love this one too. Pop this up a little bit. I like the soft colors of this one. And they get all squished down while they're laying there. I'll pop you up. I really like this one. I like the sticker behind. Gives you a great collage effect. So there are my 12 cards for today. I do have, I cut a bunch of strips to put on the inside. And I will do that later, but I will make a panel for the inside and then I will put a strip inside to decorate that. Hello, kitty. That's Cookie saying hello. Okay, I hope you have found value in the video today, and if you have, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would love to have you as part of my crafty community. Come join me on Facebook, Pinterest, and my new blog at egidesigns.com. Yes, my dear. She's quite the talker. Anyway, I will list everything I used today in the description box, and I do have affiliate links. And until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Here are a couple more videos I thought you might like. Thanks so much for watching.